I mean, it's such a different, like, I mean, do you want to talk about it in the vlog?
Just casual. I don't care what we talk about.
Do you want to talk about the rockets in the vlog?
We can't.
And your mom would hear.
I don't know. I mean, it's happening, you know.
We could talk about the geology.
Yeah, tell us about the geology.
You do a geology lesson on the mountaintop.
That'd be sick.
Let's go through what we did today. What did we do today?
Today we woke up, we went to, well, we're working at this Airbnb hostel through Workaway. We're like in the middle, what do you call this, a desert?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the desert called Hitchhiking. We met through Workaway. I've always wanted to use Workaway, and it was my first time actually doing it because I wanted to spend a week here. So we met this host named Neom, and he's just been, you know, kind of just helping us, like, with, or we've been helping him with this hostel. It's like an Airbnb, so we have 2 houses. It's called the lowest place on earth because we are indeed in the lowest place on earth right now.
350 meters below sea level.
350 meters below sea level.
So that's like 1,000 feet. So what is 1,000 feet tall? That's like the Eiffel Tower below sea level.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's amazing that we're here. I've actually visited the Dead Sea 3 times so far. They haven't gone yet. This is actually your first time leaving the hostel. But it's cool.
We started working right when we got here.
Yeah.
I'm Richard, by the way.
Yeah, this is Richard. He's from Wisconsin.
What's up?
What's
followers?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, we've been doing a lot of work, just cleaning, checking in gas and stuff like that. So it's been cool. We met some people from like Russia and Czech Republic. What was that guy from today? Holland. So we've been meeting a lot of travelers going in and out, but we've been here probably like the most consistent because we're actually helping with volunteering. So yeah, it's a cool experience. I'll definitely do Workaway again. You know, there's some positives and negatives about, you know, the place that we're at right now, but you know, we're making the most out of it. Look at where we're at right now. So this is cool. Nearby the house, there's a spring. You can go to the Dead Sea, like a private beach. I probably will put in some footage of that private beach. And there's Phuket, which is like a tourist city. So it's all close and nearby. Our host took us here, so that's really cool that he's able to like help us with, you know, just traveling because he's a traveler himself.
He's got one of those desert cars.
Yeah.
You ever seen that? Remember MIA, the rapper? Like,
yeah.
The ching and tell me your name. All I want to do is beg. You know that song?
Yeah.
She has another song, and she did a music video to it, and it was like, I think it was in Israel, and they took it was a BMW car like his, and they put it sideways on just 2 wheels. The driver's side wheel, and then the wheel behind it. So it was sideways. And she was sitting there, not she, but people in the video were sitting on top of this car that was driving on just 2 wheels. It was insane.
It was just like his car?
Yeah, you should,
like a BMW?
It's the same car. You should put the part that I just said.
Yeah.
And then show a clip.
Put
of
a
that.
clip on there.
I can cut it, and then send
I should
it
probably record his car too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he actually picked me up from the bus stop. That's kind of a reason why I chose to stay with him, because he was very helpful. He booked the bus ticket for me from Jerusalem and picked me up right at the junction because, you know, I'm like new to this place. I didn't know where to go or anything, and took me straight to his place. And I've been here since Thursday.
I'm picking my ear in the background.
It's cool, man. We were just talking about like how should I do these videos, and it should just be casual, you know, like don't like try to set it up or prop things up too much.
Yeah.
And hopefully people will watch it anyways.
Yeah. I feel like there's a real challenge to vlogging, because there's one thing to take pictures for yourself, it's another thing to talk to a camera, because in reality, like right now it feels kind of funny because we're literally talking. Like I'm talking to each other, but it's way easier to talk that direction instead of look at you, because this is, you know, this is your friend, this is your mom, this is your little sister, this is all your friends, right? And you know, maybe if you make a video and I'm in it, I'll send it to my family and my friends. So right now I'm talking to
people are going to see
my closest friends.
Yeah.
Because that's who's gonna watch it, is my closest friends, right?
I mean, you never know. I mean,
yeah,
people share and like, and who never know who will see it, who's interested in Israel.
Which
Like
is
what,
it's,
like before I got to Israel, I was watching so many vlogs just to see if it's a safe place, like how travelers react to certain things, and how I should prepare for this trip.
Yeah.
So
What are some things that we can say right now that are like definitely unique to Israel? Because I think right now Carly and I are in a position where we can talk about it because we just came from Europe, 3 months in Europe, and then we arrived in Israel on Friday. Right now it's Tuesday, so it's fresh in our minds just the difference between the Western Europe travel experience and now we're in Israel. It's my first time in Israel, and the first thing I noticed was it was Shabbat, it was Saturday, and there was no stores, no
Everything's
restaurants,
closed.
public transportation closes on Saturdays.
Uh-huh.
And it's so interesting because it starts the evening before. So Shabbat is on Saturday, and so Friday evening is when Shabbat begins.
The weekends start on Thursdays here, basically.
Yeah, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday is the weekend. Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday is Monday.
And it also depends on the area that you're in, because in Jerusalem, Shabbat, there's nobody on the streets, and you'll notice that. But in Tel Aviv is a little bit different. Like you'll actually find some places that are open. And
yeah, Tel Aviv is more of like the Sin City of Jerusalem.
Basically, yeah, like the Vegas, Miami of
it's got a Miami feel to it.
Of Israel, and that beach is beautiful. I'm still editing a vlog of that. Too.
And the thing I noticed the most in my short time in Tel Aviv was just how multicultural and diverse it was. Especially I was just I was just in Italy and Portugal and of course that's diverse in its own ways, but here it was at a level of diversity that I haven't seen in any cities in Europe. So, maybe you shouldn't put that in the vlog actually, because I could have gone to different parts of the cities and seen it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, what did you do when you were in Tel Aviv? You were only there for a short time.
I was only there for a night, but we went for a walk through. It was the part of Tel Aviv that we were told is like definitely unique. Like most of Tel Aviv, they said is kind of like a Miami, but you said that you saw high rises next to kind of some shanties. Where we were, it was Noam dropped us off and said it was the area where there is a lot of refugees from Sudan, and he said there's the South Sudan refugees.
Yeah,
and I don't really understand the history of Sudan, but there's a lot of refugees that came over there from 2005.
Yeah.
Anyway, they live in this area, so it's very safe and friendly area, but it's a unique area in Tel Aviv because it's not the nicest like housing or anything. So it was really interesting to be there. There was a bus stop right next to us that we could see from the rooftop that had a club in it, and the line was out the door, and we were hanging out with this this German journalist, and he lives in Jordan. He just came to Tel Aviv just to party. He said in Jordan, like, you can drink, but it's very uncommon.
Yeah.
And it's very expensive. So he literally went to the nearest city to party, which was Tel Aviv. So I think Tel Aviv,
from Jordan.
Yeah, Tel Aviv kind of has become this hub of people that want that experience.
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't realize how diverse it was going to be. Like, I didn't really like have much expectation. I didn't know what I was going to see or expect in Israel. Like when I was in London, I was just like, okay, I'm going to Israel. It's going to be completely different from here.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it was. I've been here for a week now, but it's been great. Like I've extended my stay here.
Yeah.
That's why I did this workaway.
That's right, you did.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be hitchhiking soon down to the
first time hitchhiking, guys. Yeah, I
down
mean,
to the festival.
It's actually a common thing here in Israel, especially in the deserts. So, I was really nervous about it at first, but our host, he's been living in this village for pretty much his whole life, and he's been giving me tips and directions, and I have people to follow on to get to this festival, which is like the hour and a half drive, 3.5 hour bus ride. But I'm gonna get there, and it's gonna be lit, and I'm gonna record everything, and it's gonna be sick.
Do you have an outfit?
No, man. I'm gonna have to borrow Noam's outfit or something.
Yeah, he's got the party festival outfits. Yeah.
I got like this bandana I can wear, but I'll probably just put some paint on my body or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Bring some acrylic paint.
Yeah, you have that.
That might be the move.
We can say some of the tasks. So at the Workaway, we've done.
We've
made some signs that said the lowest place on earth in spray paint.
Yeah, I should put that. I'll put that on the vlog.
Yeah, we hung those up.
Yeah, we pretty much made a shelter, like an extra bed for guests. I don't know if that's for guests or what.
You slept in there one night, didn't you?
I'd never slept in there, but I was going to because
I
the house was full that night. I'm glad I didn't have to though, because it's right next to the compost bin.
Yeah, it is.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Besides, dude, the kitties own that side of the camp.
Yeah.
That's their domain.
Yeah, there's like 10 kitties. I gotta put that in there too. But yeah, I feel like I really got to know those cats. You know,
Yeah.
they're actually not.
And
as
if you
bad.
don't want to get to know them, they'll force you to get to know them.
Yeah.
Especially if you're eating dinner, they'll climb over your plate.
Yeah, they'll climb on your plate. They'll be just right next to you. They haven't gotten in our house yet, but yeah, we've actually had the house to ourselves, which is really nice. Well, kind of felt like we had our own space.
Yeah, it's a nice house.
Yeah, it is a nice
It's like
house.
it's like a pretty cool apartment.
Well, it's like a 6-bedroom house that we're in.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far so good.
And what I like the most about desert living, like just kind of living, like when you go to the desert, you notice this more. Like all of the living situations are kind of more indoor outdoor mixed. Like I grew up in Wisconsin, and you know, because half the year it's really cold, so all the houses, there's no like intermediate spaces. It's all like inside or outside. And what I like about being here in the deserts of Israel, and also my experiences of being in deserts in America, like the space is more like there's a lot of intermediate spaces, and like to basically the hallway is outside without a roof even.
Yeah.
So you know you just kind of, you're outside more, and it's not that wet, so it gets dusty, but it doesn't really get dirty, you know. And so it's just kind of, I just like it because
it's a lot different from what I'm used to.
It's a lot different vibe, yeah.
Yeah, you know. We pretty much eat whatever we see.
Yeah,
But it's been good.
Mostly
a lot of fresh produce though. It's really nice. Like I feel like I've been eating a lot healthier than I did when I was in Tel Aviv.
It's definitely like a vegetarian diet here.
Yeah, but it's been awesome. Lots of hummus for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, pretty much.
Breakfast, lunch,
Toast,
and dinner, and
a lot
snack.
of bread. Yeah, I'm surprised we hadn't have much pita bread though.
Yeah.
When I was in Tel Aviv, that's what I had, a lot of pita.
All the beers from Thailand.
Thailand beers, Chiang Mai.
You should take a picture of it here and then see if you can find the same one in Thailand when you go there. If you go,
it's not a bad beer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's just like a standard, like kind of multi 5% alcohol beer.
Yeah, it's cool.
They sell them in like the 66 centiliter size.
Yeah. For what?
It's a tall boy.
10 shekels or something like that?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, pretty cheap.
5 shekels for if you buy the 4 for 20.
Yeah, 4 for 20.
Yeah. So a shekel, let's see.
Shekel.
3.7 shekels.
So 3.7 shekels is $1.
Yeah.
So that's a conversion. And Israel is an expensive country. So if you ever plan to come here, you better save up or do some workaways.
Yeah, so you
or
don't
just
spend
have a plan.
Yeah. It's kind of subtle. It's like little things. Like I looked at, there was a 6-pack of Stella Artois beer.
Yeah.
And that was like, I saw the price and I was like, oh jeez, I got a bunch of fishies on my foot. I saw it and I did the conversion and it came out to like $9.50. And at first I was like, what was the price? It was that's like 30-some shekels. Like, oh, it's so expensive. I was like, oh, actually, that's American prices. That's how much a 6-pack of beer costs in some cities.
True, yeah.
But then other things, you look at it, and it's like, oh, that apple costs $2 just for one apple, or like a Uber ride or a taxi ride isn't very cheap. It's like kind of expensive.
Yeah, I heard of taxis. Yeah, when I got dropped off from the airport from Tel Aviv, he said, if you're going to Jerusalem, don't take the taxi because it'll cost you 350 shekels.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
it's like $100.
Yeah, that's taxi prices, but it was nice that the taxi was actually pretty helpful when he was telling me that, because usually taxis is like the people that are trying to rip you off, you know.
Sure.
From when I'm traveling.
Yeah. When I was in Ecuador, I heard stories of this woman that was traveling, and she was at the time she was in Uruguay, and she took a taxi, got dropped off, and then she went to the trunk to get her bag out, and then the driver just drove away.
Yeah.
And it was her. She said that she got robbed. The driver either forgot, but she thinks it was intentional. They took her bag. Yeah. And so another example of a taxi taking advantage of.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Like even on the buses where you put your luggage in the bottom, I've seen vlogs where the people won't give your bags back. Yeah. You know? So that's some things to watch out for. I don't think it will happen in Israel, but like in certain countries, it might happen. So, you know, when you're traveling, you just gotta be aware of certain things and
keep your bag close.
Yeah.
It's nice for you because you have a small bag. Like that's really impressive and it's very helpful.
The 40 liter.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I have the day pack. Yeah, it works out for me.
Yeah.
I just hate having the front and back way it works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like you're, I don't know, like
Yeah.
pregnant plus
Yeah.
backpacking.
Yeah. But I'm so glad. I think I packed okay.
Yeah.
I got everything I need. Enough for 3 months or 4 months. But yeah, I think this will be a cool little video to share.
Sweet.
15 minutes? Damn, that went by quick.
That was really fast. Wow.
I think that's enough. Peace.
Peace.